Now, here's a member deal. Some properties here that were purchased recently by our members, and yeah, we like to highlight those as well.
Yeah, absolutely. These are actually, we're going to look at a few properties here. These are just some of the properties that he picked up this year. So, the property on the bottom was a home that was picked up by Carl for about 35,000. Has a market value of about 100,000, 102,000, but will rent out for just under $1,200 a month. So, in this property, the condition on it was pretty good, and overall was a pretty good deal for him.
Yeah, yeah. In fact, what he paid there. I mean, to have a usable home, which I think of as occupied as well. So to have a usable home, for 25,000 or 35,000 is excellent. It's just hard to go wrong like that.
Yeah, that other home he picked up for, what was that, 24,000?
Yeah, one of them 24 and one of them 34, I think.
Yeah, and so both of those can bring in rental income. Here's an
Oh, sorry, bumped. There you go.
here's another property that he picked up, for 35 grand. And one thing that was interesting, this one doesn't have as high a market value, but it had interior photos that we could get a real good idea of what the condition was with the inside. Plus, it also rents for a high amount. So it rents for about $1,400 a month. So in this kind of property, because the condition was better, because he knew what the condition was, and there wasn't that guessing game, was willing to pay a little bit more for the property because the long end goal is to rent the property and use it as a rental income.
Yeah, this property was an awesome purchase because this one had been completely rehabbed, on the inside, and so most everything inside was brand new electrical and stuff that had been done, and there was other things that were brand new on the property. I mean, it was just basically it was ready to use right now. We wouldn't really need anything else except for a cleaning.
Yeah, well, and there's just a couple of states, New York and Michigan, where they'll provide interior photos on some of the properties. And so that can give us a lot better idea of really judging that condition. That's the biggest risk with structured property. We talked about a big risk with land earlier. The big risk with structured property is that, we don't have a crystal ball. We can't, in a lot of cases, see what the interior condition looks like. And so when we can, that's where we can really figure out the numbers better on what the rehab is needed. In this case, there was very little needed because it had some photos taken from the inside.
Yeah, yeah, and again, these were just a couple of many homes that he bought there over a course of just a few months, really. So, yeah, congratulations to Carl on that. That's awesome.